Hi everyone. I bet you all wondered what happened to me. I don't think I've posted anything since, well, for a while. So since then I have stitched a lot, acquired a lot. So I have a few things to show you. This is not everything, but it was what I could accumulate, I guess, for this video. So, all right, I will show you right now what I've been stitching on. So for this next sampler that I'm going to show you, I hummed and hawed about it for a while. For samplers, I wasn't into bright colors. I wasn't into hearts. And this had both of those. And but I couldn't not keep looking at it. So I finally bought it. This is Jean Morgan, 1834. And this is from Tomorrow's Heirlooms. They have a 1-year exclusive with Needlework Press. So I'm just not used to samplers this bright, but there was, and you know, here are the hearts that I was talking about. But I don't know, there's just something about it in totality that I just couldn't say no. And then for whatever reason, I had to start on it as soon as possible. So this is the chart. Again, Jean Morgan, 1834. And this is my progress. And I'll put this behind it. So I'm making a lot of good progress. So this border has a lot of greens and reds in it. I think it's ruby slippers and steamed broccoli. And I'm running out. So this is 40 count, and I need to buy another skein of each in order to finish this border all the way around. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for those, I'm working on this little girl right there, and I'm close to being done. So I'm pretty excited about this. But I believe this is 40 count straw. Also, I've never stitched a sampler this dark on this dark of fabric before, and I love it. I love how the colors are popping on it. It's just been a really fun stitch, so I've enjoyed it. The only specialty stitches are some satin stitches. Let me show you here. In the middle, the center of these flowers here, and then these little triangles that go around the border, I'm gonna save those till last, so you know, they don't get caught on anything and get pulled in a weird way. So anyway, that's it, and she's what I'm working on now. So very cute. I'm liking this a lot. So there's a needlework shop here in town called 3 Kittens, and they had a stitch in on New Year's Eve. And I just, when I saw it, I'm like, yes, I'm taking off of work, and yes, I'm gonna go to stitch it. So I did that for a few hours on New Year's Eve, and this was a relatively new, I think I had just a few stitches in it before I went. And though I wanted to take Jean Morgan with me, I thought, well, is it kind of weird to bring a cross-stitch piece to a needlework, or more of a needlepoint shop? So I am doing him, this little owl. And actually made amazing progress. So all these on his chest are done, and I'm working on the gray now, working my way up to finish him. So he is stitching up super fast. I was able to get all of this done in basically 4 hours, so that's not bad at all. One thing about needlepoint versus cross stitch is that there's less stitching and for all the increased coverage. So there's that. Then I did a lot of work on With Thy Needle 2, and I don't seem to have the picture readily available. But But then Jean Morgan started calling to me, so I kind of put With Thy Needle 2 down, and the other reason is because I got to the over 1, and I don't know, I just had to put it down for a little while. So this is how far I got with that. And I've really been enjoying stitching on this. It's been really great, and it's kind of interesting because some other women who are stitching on it or have finished theirs already. The floss that we have all had has been, the variegation has changed greatly from every person who I've seen stitch this. The colors just turn out really different, especially in the water here. So all of ours look a little bit different based on the way that our floss was variegated, but I don't know, I'm maybe a third of the way, I would say, but it's been great. And so this whole block right here is all over 1 stitching. And if you make a mistake, boy, it's hard to get it out. So I had this. So I put this down for Jean Morgan. I'll get back to it at some point, I think, but I've really been enjoying the other ones, so I'll stick with that. Then for my bus project, so I take the bus to and from work every day. Not so much these holidays. I've kind of spent a lot of time working from home, so I haven't had a chance to pull this out much, but even without that, I am almost done. So I think this is called Love My Stitching by Hands-On Designs. So as you can see, I'm almost done. So I have this box here and then basically the back stitching to do in a few of the different motifs. And then I'm probably gonna have it made, or I shouldn't say probably, I will have it made into a bag. But this is what I stitch with that, and it's fantastic. And here's the fabric that the bag is gonna be, sorry, here's the bag that it's gonna be made out of. So almost done. So of course that means I need a new bus project. And I have to admit, in the last few months, my eyesight's not been that great. You know, welcome to the world of getting old, I guess. So I haven't been taking my other pieces with me on the bus, and this is a 32 count. So I'll probably stick with pieces that have larger counts. And so my daughter, Abby, is, let me see if I have it here. My daughter, Abby, is turning 6 this year, and she hasn't lost any teeth yet, but you know, it's gonna happen. So, so I'm gonna stitch this up for her. I also stitched one for my older daughter in a pink type, but this is a quick stitch, this little tooth fairy, and so we'll just stick it in the pillow. This is by Pine Mountain. So yeah, so this is my next bus project. Something easy, something I can see on the bus. All right. So I wanted to show a couple other things. So I went to the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat in Iowa that was hosted by Michelle Rudy. So that's how far behind on videos I am. I haven't talked since then. And I'm sure you've seen all the things that have come from that, so I won't show those. But I did want to show what I got as part of the gifting. And so I was lucky enough to get what Teresa from the Shakespeare's Peddler stitched, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, all the things that people did, I mean, it was just so over the top. And now I'm like, oh, what do I do for next time? I'm already signed up to go for this coming November, and I'm worried about like just how I don't know, put something good together, I guess. So at any rate, this again is from Teresa. Can you believe this? So I have this pattern, but you know, hey, someone just did it for me, so now maybe I don't have to. But look at, she finished it. She not only stitched it, but she finished it. And she put in this great little strawberry in here too. And she had a little pillow. A little, yeah. Can you believe it? I cannot. That's what she had and what I got out of the gift exchange. So yeah, I was basically honored to get this. All right, so from a haul perspective, we can get into haul next. Obviously this is not everything that I've gotten, but you know, it was easily accessible and things that I can show you. So I will go through these. So in no certain order, this is the Hanna Lancaster sampler. I think it was Emily from Eclectic Possessions that I saw post this on her Flosstube, and I'm like, oh, that's beautiful, so I had to get it. I think I bought this secondhand from someone. I just really, really liked it. So it's kind of funny, I go from Jean Morgan, which bright and colorful, to this. Still love it, but for different reasons, right? The colors are more subdued. From 1884 Stitchery, so McKenna, she had a few things from Carriage House Samplings and others, so I had to pick up. So this is The Curse of the Raven. I love that. Anna's Bird from The Good Wife. And of course, I love these bright colors, right? The Seven Sailors. And this is also from The Good Wife. Let's see. And then I know a lot of people are going to be stitching on Isabella Fox coming up. So of course I had to get in on that too. So I think my LNS Stitchville is going to be having their Super Bowl sale here in the next couple of weeks. So I will be picking up, I believe, the threads for this. And from an Etsy shop, and I wish I could remember the name of it right now, but I cannot. I picked up this thread keep for Isabella Fox. So it has a little tree charm on the back. It just was so sweet. So I usually don't get those Zappit, are they called Zappit dots? I usually don't get those. No reason, I don't know why. But this I had to get for Isabella Fox. So I'll put my threads on there once I get them. And I believe I got this from Shakespeare's Peddler, Pineberry Lane, a friend's gift. I got this off of her site. Let me see my other stack here. I also got Anna Tench. And so I wasn't, when I first saw this, I have to admit, I wasn't like all that about it. But then someone took a picture of it stitched, and I don't know, it was just amazing. So I got that. I got Caroline Adler, 1828. That's the designer. And from the same designer, American Wallflower. I don't know, there's something about, I love fall and autumn colors, so I really leaned up to that. Also from Teresa, I got Lydia Metcalf. I don't know, I just thought that little bird was sweet, and I liked the open space, and I don't know, I just love the simplicity of this one. So this was funny. So on, I think it was Instagram or something, someone posted a finish, and I was like, I love that. and it was exclusive to Color and Cotton, and I was like, I have to go get that. So I went on Color and Cotton's website and put the stuff in my cart, and I even love the fabric it was on from Color and Cotton, but they were sold out and it was a limited edition, so I was kind of, you know, whatever. And then I remember I had signed up for Color and Cotton's Halloween box, but I just hadn't had a chance to open it yet, and I was like, huh, I wonder if those are in my box. Yep, they were. So I'm so glad I didn't actually go through with ordering it. So again, this is exclusive to Color and Cotton, Heart and Hand. Creeping it round. Look at that. And then here's some couple pieces of fabric that I got to stitch it on. And you know, these are good size pieces. This is not. So I might go to Stitchville and, you know, even though I love this color, I might just get a smaller piece so it'll fit on this, so I can do a bigger piece and save this fabric for something else in its totality. This is kind of a grayish, purplish color. Some other things that I got. I got Hanna Katarina. And I loved that parrot in the corner. I thought that was just fantastic. So that's the primary reason that I got that. So again, this is Hanna Katarina from the Scarlet Letter, but I think I ordered this from Teresa, Kitten Stitcher. And then from, I think this was eBay, I believe. There are a few Santas that I love from Mosey and Me, and this is one of them. So I got this one. I've been wanting this for a while. This is the Hewitt Hill Sampler Maple Shard. This will be quick. And I have a lot of red cotton floss to use, so I'm just gonna use that on this. And the same with this Bodwina Lucher from Hewitt Hill. That's my dog whining at the door. She's fine. Another Mosey and Me. This is Sam. How cute is Sam? And, you know, from a color perspective, there aren't that many, so I'm looking forward to that. Here, I'm gonna let the dog out so she doesn't keep whining while I'm doing this. All right, and then from Samplers Forever, I got Caroline Rose Pink 1821. And again, there's something about these birds. I can't, yeah, I just can't with the birds. Gotta get the birds. And then M.E. Pool 1859. And then from Owl Forest Embroidery. So apparently these are Russian fairy tales. Obviously not being Russian, I don't know anything about the fairy tales, but I just loved this one. I don't know what the fairy tale is, but I just loved the pattern. So I got the kit. And I love that little frog in the corner. I thought she was just fantastic. So I picked her up. And, you know, if you ever hesitate about ordering from Owl Forest because they're in Russia, don't. They are so fast with their shipping. It ships right away. Obviously, it takes a while for things to get here, but totally reliable. So everything is top-notch from them. And also McKenna from 1884 Stitchery has quite a bit of Owl Forest as well. And then, you know, because I can't have enough project bags, it's so fun. Like, this is stiff. I mean, I don't know, there's nothing bending whatever's gonna be in here. Look at those squirrels. I didn't realize I was a squirrel person until I got that bag, and then look at the charm. Also a squirrel. And this is the back. Like, look how cute that is. So, had to get it. I'm trying to stop the addiction. For plans in 2020, I've shown you a lot of them. So the Tooth Fairy pillow, the whips that I have going on now. But I really want to get to a specific needlepoint piece that I'm going to show you at the moment. Hold please. Whoops, one of them fell. So this is an advent calendar, and I want to make it while my kids are still young and can enjoy it and use it. So I want to stitch it. So my kids are 5 and 8. I have 2 girls, and I want to stitch this, you know, more than just in my lifetime, but, you know, so it can be used as part of kind of just a holiday tradition. So this is the advent calendar. I don't know if this, nope, that's not going to help. I'll use my body. So this is the advent calendar. And once I'm done stitching this, it's a toy store theme. Once I'm done stitching this, I'm going to have this put onto in a red frame. And then, so this is the initial thought. I'm going to have it put into a red frame, and then it's going to be on an easel. And then the girls can then put in here, I actually finished, okay, you can't see that very well. I actually finished one of the ornaments. That's a little dog toy. Isn't he cute? And so these are going to be made into little ornaments that are then going to go on this advent calendar. And so when this is framed, there's going to be a metal sheet that goes on the back. And then there's going to be a piece of a magnet put in here, so then the girls can, you know, put them in the various boxes here as it goes through. But that's kind of the plan for 2020, that I am going to make a dent in this. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but a dent will be made, I can tell you that much. So that's the plan with this. And again, because it's needlepoint, I hope it goes fast. If you're a needle pointer, don't be laughing at me. So that's kind of my plan. I want to finish, you know, Jean Morgan as well, and then kind of get cracking on this, and then be tempted by all the things that are kind of out there at the moment, and, you know, maybe start a few of those. I don't know. We'll see. But going in, that's the plan. You know, plans are meant to be broken. So anyway, that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. That's a lot of stuff. I hope it doesn't take me long in between videos again, but we'll see when the mood strikes me. So happy stitching. I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year. Take care. Bye.